welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Portsmouth. Now, in our last episode, we, well, handed out a pretty safe beating to AEK in the Champions League, winning the game by 3-0 and plunging ourselves into the next, essentially into the next round. We do still have the little deal of who's going to actually top the group, and that's basically going to be decided in today's episode, one would think. But in between there, we had a couple of league games. Now, only two, and as you can see, something bad has happened, and it will be explained. So basically, we started off against Burnley, and now, as much as I said it was going to be, should be an easier game and a winnable one, it's Burnley, but because we're at home. Like, Burnley are doing decent again this year. They're 8th in the league this year after qualifying for Europe last year, I think. There are no pushovers, and whoever's in charge of Burnley, in fact, let's just have a little look at who that actually is. It's Kenny Cunningham. Who's that? We are now still a better side than no one expected to take the win. It was still a difficult game though. They made us work for it, and we played Santos and Archubi in this one, and it was actually Santos's corner turned into the net by Pedro Miguel Lopez Souza that gave us a 1-0 victory, and in the end we just decided to go defensive and secure a 1-0 win just to make sure that we got the 3 points. It's the sort of game that we might have conceded a late equaliser in last season. Something else, like, I know I complained a lot about the whole first shot first on target thing, and although it was annoying, it's not really worth talking about anymore, and the way that I've kind of got around that is, as you can tell from the way I was last month, if we don't give them a first shot on target, they're not going to score from it. That being said, we've done pretty well with that kind of thing this month, just by being a better team at the back, and it certainly made us stronger, I feel, definitely. Unfortunately, in our next game against Leicester, we were bound to have one of these games eventually. Like, we'd actually won 12 games in a row in all competitions before this game came along, and it was going to happen, because also in the Burnley game, Ivancic and Van Os both went off injured. Ivancic was fit for the Leicester game, but Van Os got a twisted knee. We love the twisted knees, don't we? And is going to be out for 3 weeks. Thankfully there was a 2-week gap, so he is only going to miss, well, he missed the Leicester game, and he'll miss the Bayern game today, which is a pain, but so Tercio might well start there. But he will, in theory, be back for our next league fixture against Swansea, although maybe not, because that's not that far away either. So, it's a shame, because he's important for us. But, well, that's the wrong game. What are you doing, Matt? Right, yeah, so against Leicester, we were bound to get one of these games eventually, where Leicester didn't play badly. Can't deny them that. They still had some decent chances, and as you can see, created 2 good clear-cut chances, and put them both in the net, really. But we should have done better. Like, we still created 22 shots and got 7 on. And look at this for the first goal. I mean, it was one of those games where you're just not going to get it. And you get them every now and again. No team can be in form every single week. And this was our little blip, basically. Thank God it was at least away from home. And then, of course, the second goal, free kick, back post, bad defending. And it's just one of those things. It's going to happen sometimes. We probably should have scored, as much as they've scored 2 goals against us, we should have been scoring goals in this game. And we just weren't up for it, it would seem, which is weird because we were fully rested. Disappointing, basically. It's a shame, but it happens, and we have to move on from that now. And in the league, basically, that has left us second still, but we are now 5 points off the top, as United have won 12 out of 12. It's getting silly. Let's get silly. It's ridiculous at the moment. We are still 4 points ahead of Chelsea, 5 points ahead of City. The annoying thing is those two played each other and drew. And that game at Leicester, had we won it, we'd have been able to give ourselves a real big gap of 8 points over City and 7 points over Chelsea in that second place. So there was a little bit of we've missed a trick there, and we have lost our unbeaten record, but we've still done a bloody good job so far this season. We're, of course, now just the 7 points ahead of Arsenal. I think we're still going to be cushy in there, but you just don't know how these things are going to pan out. Hopefully we'll win our next game, which is at home to Swansea, and that should sort of even the playing field a little bit more. So let's go in and take a little look at the squad. Obviously, with only 2 games being played, it's a little bit difficult. So Millington's still on 14 there as our top goal scorer. Van Os, of course, has 6 now. I believe because he got one against AEK, so that makes sense. Assists-wise, Van Os has now got 8. Archubi's in there, and of course Santos, as you can see, he has got his first assists of the season. He's coming back. He'll get there eventually. Player of the match, Archubi and Millington with 4 apiece. Yellow cards, Ivancic with 8. Red cards, Ivancic with 1. Average rating. And you can see Santos is already starting to creep up on that one again now. He's catching them up, and I still think by the end of the season he'll have won that. Yeah, that makes sense. Key aerial challenges, Lopez Souza with 53 now. Key passes, Santos is somehow already on 16. He will catch these guys up. I just know that he will do that, and that's brilliant. Key tackles, Robert Gray. The injuries that we've suffered have affected us. and it's a shame because now with Van Os out, we have been a little bit unlucky over the last few games with injuries, and thank God we got those points on the board nice early. Obviously with Lucarelli out, Gray out, Borges out, Ivančić is suspended again. It's disappointing, basically. It's disappointing. But it's something we're going to have to try and push on through, basically. We need to try and get through these injuries. We've got the best physios that we can get. We've got the most physios that we can get. I've got training set up to, in theory, avoid as many injuries as possible. We're just getting them now. And it's one of those things that just happens. Last year we were pretty decent for injury. This year we're not. It's just how that goes. But the fact is we've done a stellar job so far. Like, the Leicester game is a bit of a blip on the radar. I'm hoping that doesn't become a trend, because those are the kind of results that last year we had too many of to be consistently challenging at the upper echelons of the leagues, basically. Whereas this year we've sort of generally cut that out of our game, but it happened, and as long as that's one of a few, and I can't believe Ivančić just got himself suspended again. Okay, so Millington, Santos in the middle. Actually, that's not a bad approach, actually. After it on the left, do I really... No, I think I'd prefer... Actually, no, I'm tempted to put Santos to the middle, because when he plays there, yeah, he can actually provide a great amount of... He played there once before last season, at least once, and provided quite... I think he got a hat-trick of assists through the middle, so he can pretty much play anywhere, and it still isn't a weak side. Marcelo, Lopez Sousa for straighten. I have rested Lopez Sousa to try and get him some energy back, because he's a bit knackered, but it's just really difficult to get with the amount of games we've got coming thick and fast. It has been very difficult. We actually started the game against Leicester as well, with Garrincha and Verstraeten as our pairing, whereas I'd much rather have obviously Lopez Sousa and Gray, but you just can't always have that. And notice that Zachary Kumalo is actually creeping into our team a bit more lately, but I guess that's mainly due to the fact that we're running out of players currently. But it's nice to see he is sort of coming along. Oh no, he's not. No, he's not. He's not bad, but he's not good either. I mean, I'm pretty sure we got him for free, didn't we? He's had a lot of loan spells. We got him from Kaiser Chiefs for free, so he's already gone out on loan to our affiliate. He's gone to Tom Tomsk. He's done Genk. He's never really lit the world up, apart from when he was actually playing for Kaiser Chiefs. Right, let's go. Let's just go for it against Bayern. We're going to go with our standard home strategy. If a victory, I think that would be enough to get us through, basically. Well, not get us through, but get us the... what am I doing? Right, yeah, we're going to make sure I get us the right one. Yeah, so it would be enough to, in theory, claim the group winning. I think it depends, actually. But you'd say we'd probably win the next game as well, or at least get a point from it. So I'd say that if we win this, we'll top the group, and that's impressive because it's Bayern Munich after all. So, and it wasn't. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see who we draw in the next round. I do want to see how far we can take it in the Champions League this year. I do not expect us to be getting too far in it. At this time, it's our first time back in it again after that 1 year break, and I think that matters. It really does. So I'm not expecting us to be challenging too far in it, but hey, you never know. We got to the semi-finals of the Europa League last year. We've shown that we can compete with just about anyone. After it does so well and it's smashed over the bar. We've started strongly though, and that's what we needed. I wouldn't mind seeing us get to sort of quarterfinals, maybe even the semis. Depends on who we get drawn against. It really does. If we get a decent draw for the next round, but then draw sort of like Man United or City there we go, Millington. If we draw Man United or City, then it's Goretzka's own goal. If we draw Man United or City in the quarterfinals, we could find ourselves up against it basically. But the fact is, we've proven that we can beat those teams now, and I think there's always the chance that we could do it over 2 legs against them. I don't know what happened there. Oh dear. Terrible defending and terrible clearance there, but Pompey are leading 1-0. So that's a good start, and we've deserved it from what I can see. Belongo sort of starting to cement himself as our number one. I did sort of rotate the two for a bit, but I just really like Belongo's stats. He's got a lot more clean sheets than Vega has, and his sort of overall amount of goals conceded is better, so I think he's probably just the best man for the job. And Lewandowski blazes that over the bar for Bayern with the first real good chance that either team have actually managed to create in this game. It's certainly a tough one. We're not looking... actually, Bayern are starting to come into this now, but we are a goal up, and that's what matters. Santos, can he pick a pass? Millington with the header, no. Gomez, long-range effort. Peralta, maybe? Back out for Connor Barnes. Ball in, and Archubi at the back post, and after it on the rebound. It is 2-0 Portsmouth here. If we get to half-time at 2-0, you know exactly what I'm doing, guys. We are going to go drop. And actually, I might even be tempted to do it slightly earlier than that, because, after all, I don't know if Archubi wins this. No, he doesn't. It's actually bad defending again from Bayern Munich, because after that we'll put that into the empty net. So I'm thinking perhaps it might even be worth dropping to it now, because we're not exactly dominating this game by any stretch, and if we can get ourselves settled into a sort of defensive style, after it. Oh my goodness, it's 3-0. Portsmouth 3, Bayern Munich 0. Bayern have been woeful in terms of defending. Like, we've had pretty much the same number of chances as them in this game and shots. And Ola after that, what a finish that is. Archubi, I think, will get the assist. You think he's going to shoot, but then just drops it short after it with the strike. What a hit from Ola after that. He kind of goes under the radar just because of people like Van Os, but my God, is he a good player. We're 3-0 up against Bayern Munich at half-time here. Just don't be awful in the second half. I don't know what else I can give you as far as advice goes. I don't know. Let's do that. Also, just in case, like, I'm sorting out the website this week, and the tactics will go all up there, but just in case you did want to see, that is the shape and the stuff for my defensive lineup. We're on defensive, structured, and those are the team instructions that I use for it, so there you go. And just so you can see my current tactic, you obviously would have seen that anyway, but those are the team instructions I use for my current tactic as well, in case you want to pause and check that stuff out as well. So, let's go back into this, and hopefully in the second half, more of the same, please. Just be solid defensively, don't let Bayern break you down, and, well, don't let them do that. There we go, well done. And just, well, if you can pick off another goal, then go for it, but I wouldn't mind if you don't. Oh, well, those goals just happen, and I think from what I've heard, they're patching that, because we do, like, those sort of goals do seem to go in a little bit too much, in fairness. Rutten there, I mean, it's a good save from Belongo, but the goalkeepers don't seem to get up quick enough still, and the defenders never seem to react quick enough in those situations. So it is 3-1 now. We still, still have a 2-goal lead to defend, though, and we are, oh, not another one, Goretzka. Oh, I thought they were going to get another one, then that would have been a bit annoying. But just avoid giving them free kicks then, maybe. That would be glorious. But then again, the tactic relies on us being a bit more... Oh, Santos to have a pop at one. Good strike, and it's well saved by Neuer. Notice how he didn't parry that to the corner flag, or right out to my defenders. Not my defenders, my attackers. Then again, it is Manuel Neuer. That being said, I've seen him do that when I was playing with St. Pauli. Archubi, can he whip one in? Drops it back for Marcelo. I'd like to see us maybe nick a fourth goal, just to put the icing on the cake here. Archubi, he's having a little run here. What about that? And oh, it's blazed over the bar, but nicely done. Nice piece of dribbling to set himself up there. He's clearly got confidence. We're just going to mark him out the game. And after that, we'll bring this down. Has he got Millington? Millington's not really provided much of an angle for him. After it's going to have a little Santos-like run here. Goes Brown 1. Drops it across for Santos. Can he strike it? Finds Millington. Millington around the corner, and he has another good effort. It's been a very even game in terms of those sort of chances, but... Right, what can we make as far as substitutions? That is the problem I've sort of got with this system. Because of the injuries, we're a little bit light with regards to what we can bring off the bench. I'm going to bring on Tercio for Santos. I know that sounds stupid, but Santos has not actually been that effective today. Played through the centre, but after it, sure as hell has. So we'll just go with that for now. What else can we do here? What else was I going to do? Probably should take another little look at their opposition instructions just to see if we can sort that out. Provided we can go without conceding for the next sort of 10 minutes, which we kind of have there, then I think we'll be okay. Marcio, I'm going to bring him on for Millington, who's not really been firing today, but he still looked decent in the league. So that wasn't the right button, but hopefully that will have a decent effect on him still. We should be getting through quite comfortably here. So they've got a player called Zaragoza. Right, we'll make the last change. I'm actually going to bring off after that now, just to save his energy. We're going to bring on Jerry Parsons, who I'm not still convinced on yet, but Goetze, Chan, and Belongo will make the save. I mean, we've had the same number of shots on target. They've had one more shot, same number. It's about even, so maybe for us to be winning this one is a bit harsh, but at the same time, those defensive mistakes were absolutely horrific. They were so poor defensively in that first half, and it cost them, basically. That's what's cost them this game. Marcio there does well, comes back to Archubi. Can he pick a cross out? He can, it's Tercio, and it's well blocked. And should be mopped up there wonderfully well by Gomez. That's a little bit silly from him, just knocking that too... just hold on to the ball for a bit. Peralta, can he slip it through? No. Archubi, oh, actually, will he? Can he have a shot? No. Moll is across there, and that is... Whoa, that was weird. That hit the corner flag, bounced back, and then kept rolling in the same direction. That was bizarre. Ball in again, cleared away. Lewandowski spins it long to Goetze. Somebody put a tackle in on them. There's still chance for them to equalise this game. There's no guarantee that if we concede right now, then they're not just going to go get another one immediately afterwards. A long-range effort... Oh, my God. Good strike. Didn't Tony Kroos do that against us in the first game as well? So we've had the free kick rebound goal and the unbelievable strike from Tony Kroos there. The second one which he scored against us in this tie. Well, not this tie, you know what I mean, but what more can we do apart from maybe go on contain for the next couple of minutes of this game, just to make sure that we get across the line? Well, it looks like we're going to. Emre Can, and it's over the bar. God, if that had gone in, I'd have been a bit irritated. But there we go. I think still 3-2, 3 click-out chances to 2, I suppose. No need to redress anything. Are you mad, Sylvan? There we go. Much better. We've won at home to Bayern Munich. We probably will now top the group as a result of that, because we just have to beat Sampdoria in the last game of the group, and that will be just nice. Barcelona have beat Maribor 7-0 though. I don't know how many goals Maribor have conceded, but I think it's a lot. So we are now through. Well, as good as through, because we're playing Sampdoria, and... No, what we're talking about, we are actually through. I'm an idiot. So they're out, as good as, anyway. Let's just take a little look at the group. So who's going through? Barcelona are already through, as are Internazionale. So, you know, drawing against Inter would not be quite so good. Chelsea and Valencia, maybe Valencia. Ajax or Benfica, or technically Man United technically could still go out or finish there. You never know. Oh, Bruges. Bruges. Then again, Bruges have been decent the last couple of years. I would love to give them a crack. Atletico, PSV, or Red Bull Salzburg. I'd take Salzburg any day of the week. Sporting, Real Madrid, Spurs, Wolfsburg there, Juve, PSG. I'd take Aberdeen still hanging on in there. Where are Barca's group? Oh, there's Maribor. They conceded minus 19. That's a pretty awful record they've got there. But hey, so there we go. In the next episode, we will be coming back and, of course, doing the Manchester United game in the Premier League, because that is a crunch tie in terms of... It's away, so I think if they win that, there's a real chance that that's basically me just handing them the title. But it'd be a little bit different, something to do. Like, the Sampdoria game is pretty much going to be a dead rubber, and we'll probably go there and we should, in theory, be able to win. But it's not that important, so we'll probably do the Manchester United game instead. So, guys... If you like what you've seen, please drop a like. I'm sorry this video seems quite short. Apologies for that. I don't know what to tell you. It's just the way things have gone this month, the way the games have panned out. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next episode. If you like what you've seen, please drop a like on the video, and if you'd like to see even more than that, please subscribe to my channel for more Portsmouth and Red Star Belgrade in your inbox every single day at 5:30 and 8 o'clock. And I will see you guys in the next episode for the Manchester United game, the title decider, in November. Except it'll be December at the time. See you guys in a bit. Bye-bye.